Someone left a comment asking to see this exact layout. A 330 square foot studio, with the bed near the window and the living area in the center. So let's actually build that, because on paper it sounds simple. But if you don't do it right, it can either feel open and elevated, or completely cramped. And the difference comes down to a few small decisions most people miss. So picture a typical small studio, about 300 to 330 square feet. You walk in, window at the far end, and everything has to live in this one space. Sleeping, living, relaxing. Most people treat this like one room. That's the mistake, because the goal here is to make it feel like two spaces, and not in a forced way either. You want it to feel natural, like it was designed that way from the start. And this layout actually works really well, if you place things in the right order, because once you get the sequence wrong, everything else starts to feel off. Start with the bed. Place it near the window, not floating randomly, but anchored to one side. This does two things immediately. First, it uses natural light to define your sleeping area. Second, it pushes your visual focus outward, which makes the room feel deeper, and instead of your bed feeling like it's taking over the space, it starts to feel like a designated zone, almost like a mini bedroom. If you add a simple nightstand or even a small lamp here, it reinforces that separation without trying too hard. Here's the next part is where the entire layout either works or completely falls apart. Now, this next part is where the entire layout either works or completely falls apart. Now, you move the living area into the center. This is the part people avoid. They think everything has to go. But when you bring your sofa or seating slightly inward, you create separation. You now have a sleeping zone by the window and a living zone in the middle, even in a small space. That shift creates structure, and structure is what makes a space feel expensive. It also gives you actual flow, so you're not just walking straight into your bed every time you enter. You don't need a wall, you just need a subtle break. That could be a rug under the living area, a small console behind the sofa, or even just spacing. Something that visually tells your eye that these are two different areas. Even a change in lighting can do this. Warmer light near the bed, slightly brighter in the living zone. Here's what you don't want to do. Don't push everything flat against the walls. It feels like you're saving space. But visually, it flattens the room. You lose depth, and everything starts to feel cheaper. Bringing things slightly inward, even a few inches, adds dimension instantly, and that small shift is usually what separates a basic layout from one that actually feels designed. So now, if you step back and look at the layout, bed near the window, living area centered, clear zones, you've turned a basic studio into something that feels intentional, not crowded, not random, just clean, structured, and elevated. And more importantly, it actually feels livable. And if you're working with a small apartment like this, there are a few other layout shifts that make an even bigger difference than you'd expect. Things most people overlook. But once you see them done right, they completely change how the space feels. And honestly, I appreciate you being here and watching this all the way through. If this helped you visualize your own space a little better, that's exactly the goal. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.